to do everything you want. So yes, you can design your own face, and yeah, this is pretty nice, I think. So if you are done with applying the red, just clean everything up again so you don't mix the colors and it doesn't look kind of messy. So now we are going to the black, and I have different little brushes and things to put on my red and my black. So I forgot, you could powder, because it's only here and here, you don't have to use much powder, so this is enough. And yes, so I have like a little I don't know how you call it, it's called a Q-tip, something like this. It's a big one. It is, yeah, it's basically a stick with cotton in front, so I'm applying my black makeup with it. So just make sure I have enough on it, and then I do my brows. So I have to see that I see it in the mirror, and I go up and number one. So important thing is that you are cleaning everything back up again, so nothing is getting messy and dirty, because it's kind of bummer if you have a perfect makeup and then everything is getting smeared up with some black makeup which you forgot. So I'm putting little dots on my cheeks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, and now let's go around the eyes. So I'm using more or less a star pattern, and sometimes I use a woman's eyeliner. It's waterproof, I think, and it's, as you can see, it has a fine tip. So let's see. I have to. So I'm sorry, I have to look in the mirror, so I'm doing it right. So So this is almost it for the black. Now just the lips, and as always I put it on with my finger. So, yes, as an old rule is that you don't put makeup on the upper lip, just on the lower. But of course, I think it doesn't really matter. So if you want to put it on the upper, why not? I think that the rules are very old and you don't really have to follow them. I mean, you could do whatever you want. So this is more or less it. Now let's powder it for the third time again. Careful that you don't smear the makeup. So, and as I already told you, if you powder it really good and let it soak in, you really have a very stable makeup base, and you can do more or less anything. You can eat, sleep, be in makeup for hours, and it doesn't look bad. It's not getting smeared away or getting smudged, so this is pretty good. And yes, maybe I'm going to show you sometimes that you could even take a pie in the face and just remove the cream, and you're good to go. So now I'm more or less finished. Then I will just put on my costume and then let's see. So I think you know my costume. It's homemade. Somebody else made it and I found it at a yard sale, and I really like it. It's one of my favorite costumes. So let's get in here. Let's get it on. So. It has a zipper in the back, so it's kind of difficult to get on, but no, so. So now I'm going to put on the nose. This is my nose I'm using today. It's my small homemade pro nose. It was made from a bigger pro nose, but I cut it in shape, so it's fitting my nose, and I think it looks pretty good, because if you are wearing a too big of a nose as a white face, it doesn't look right. So I am putting on just some medical glue on my nose. Then I'm putting on some on the inside of the nose. And yes, of course, I forgot to tell you, I made the holes larger so I could breathe better, because it's pretty important if you're running or playing around or clowning around, so that you get enough air. So now wait. It just has to dry a bit so it's sticking better to the face and it doesn't fall off, because it's kind of embarrassing if your nose is falling off or some little children are pulling on it and you lose the nose. So let's see. So, and now you can just use a little brush, something like this, and just lightly remove the powder. You don't really have to do it, but it makes the color shine more. So I'm doing it sometimes. Don't do it too fast, so the powder can absorb the rest of the oils better. So don't do it too fast. But now it's kind of enough. My nose is pretty tight, so this is good. And now I'm putting on my bald cap. So